Good evening. This is gambling free day 293 for me. It's a bit dark out here. This road brings a lot of bad memories for me. It's Bristol Road in my hometown of Gloucester. I used to gamble at William Hill down here. I lost so much money in that place. It's unreal. And it was the beginning of the process of my gambling problem developing. I remember when I was 25 years old, I was living in a flat in Southgate Street. I was blowing most of my rent from gambling. I was thinking, I want to be well off. Like, I want to be able to save like my wages. So if I can double my wages, then I got my wages for myself and I can just pay my rent. But as reality kicks in, you realise that's not how it goes. So I'd use all my rent and I'd blow it, and I couldn't pay my rent for a week. So then I'd be a week or two behind rent. I'd have to work extra just to make up for that. Starve some days. But I didn't really notice how bad it was then. Being young and being fairly immature, you don't notice the badness that gambling gives you. You just think about the highs, you don't think about the lows. I remember I had a week off and I had about quite a bit of money in my bank at the time. My rent was in there, everything I needed was in there, and I blew it all. First day of my holiday for that week. It was that bad that I had to basically starve the week and have no electric for a couple of days till I got paid. But I was so deep in it, I just wasn't really interested. I just loved the high at the time. Then I met my partner I was with for 4 years. I liked her. I wouldn't say, when I look back on it, I wouldn't say it was love. I thought it was love, but it wasn't really love. But I cared for her. And I told her, I remember we went to Charlton races, and I was gambling my council tax. I was thinking, I was gambling my council tax, trying to treble the money, see if I can win, and then I'd be right. It didn't go that way. I blew all of it. Then I had to reveal to her that I like to gamble. She wasn't keen on me being a gambler, but she stayed with me anyway. So I thought it was rather odd. I thought that'd be it. She wanted to be with me. I'm a gambler. And then we had our daughter together, and then a son. But I was still chipping away, gambling, and I was watching her struggle at times. I remember one time, not long after our daughter was born, she was in the living room crying, saying I got holes in my shoes, I can't actually do anything. It's just going on long enough, Daniel, and sort something. And there's me in the background thinking, well, I can't even fathom what I've done, because I am here gambling my wages away. I'm not even thinking of her, the kids, or the family daughter. I was just thinking about the high that I was feeling, and the joy I was getting from gambling. And then time passed on, and I was still doing it. And I remember we applied for a £5,000 loan, credit card, just before my son was born. And after he's born, because I had such access to so much money, I didn't have to deal with it. So I just blew it all. Found myself in debt, and I blew my wages to the point where I couldn't even buy my daughter and my son Christmas presents. I couldn't even do anything for them. That's one of the worst Christmases of my life, along with last year. I didn't treat their mum very well. I was in denial for a long time, and I guess I just never accepted that I really needed to get help with it. There was a time I just thought, I'll carry on doing it. I'll carry on gambling. You know, I can make it money. I can turn it all around. Never happened. It was just the same ending story. Me the loser. I walked out 2017 on my kids. I couldn't take it no more. I was no use to them. I was hoping to the mum, and I wasn't a very nice person at the time. And then I came back thinking, you know, I haven't gambled for 6 months. I'm alright, even though I knew I was still doing it, and I was lying to myself. And I tried to be a better dad and a better help to their mum. And no, I fucked it up again. I'm still gambling. I'm still in denial of my responsibilities as a man. And yeah, it just seemed like things just got bad to worse. So I guess sometimes, you know, you have to really, really hit rock bottom to really know where you're fucked up. Well, excuse my language. Sometimes you gotta lose everything to be a better person. And then the day came where I had nothing. Literally I had nothing. I had no money. I had no way of looking after myself. I couldn't even feed myself. I was living on ginger biscuits for almost 2 months. I lost about 1.5 stone in weight. So it was a shit time. Man, it's getting dark up here, but I thought it's always a good time to talk. It's always a good time to reflect. So I apologise for the darkness. Yeah, I remember being in this sort of darkness for so long, and that's why I'm recording it out in the dark, because this is where I came from. I got a job, it's a clean job, and I just cracked on, trying to build up money, trying to change, trying to be a better guy. And my father turned terminally ill. He was already suffering with Parkinson's disease. However, it got worse as he was in stage 5, which is basically you're at the end of life. It was the most hardest 16 days of my life to watch such a nice person, genuine person, honest, loving, caring man slip out of my life. my family's life. A lot of times I wish it was me, because I know if he knew what I did, he wouldn't have been proud of me. He would have said, Daniel, you're a stupid boy, getting yourself into mischief with gambling. He used to always say it to me when you're young, never get involved in that shit because it ruined you. And as for you, I never listened. He said to me, if you don't listen, you feel. So as Dad said, we feel now. We feel it big time. It was hard going through the process of the funeral, seeing his body. I was relapsing still then, man. I was just a mess. The urge was still there. I couldn't fight it. I was just going back in and blowing money, whatever little money I had. Then the day before my birthday, I was resting after my dad's funeral, which was a hard moment for me. I couldn't even say a speech to him. And my birthday passed and Christmas passed, and I just existed at the time. And then literally January 4th I was like, I need to give this a go. I need to change something. I can't carry on like this. It might take me a while, but we'll get there. So I joined the gym, tried to improve my health as my health was doing quite bad. And I thought, why not try to run half a marathon? And, did it. Started training. I remember I was only running 5k at first. And then I upped it, started running 6k. This is just on the treadmill. And then in February I braved the road, so I ran 16k in 2 hours. And it revised me, it rejoiced me, it replenished me, made me clean my heart, clean my brain, clean my soul. It made me at one with God and with one with my Father. And I carried on training, carried on working hard, pushing myself, dedicating myself to getting back where I want to be at. But I was still ignoring the debts at the time. I was like, I'll save enough money to pay them all off, I'll do it. But I knew deep down, it's impossible. It's not going to happen. And then we got to Bath Marathon, which I'm going to be doing next year. Just want to put that out there. I was determined just to complete it. That was the main goal, just to complete it. I was grateful enough to do that, and I was so happy. I was in tears when I crossed that line. I thought, you know what, for the first time in my life I actually achieved something. I actually achieved something on my own, no one to help me. I did it all by myself. And then I pushed forward, kept working hard, get myself together. And the more I worked hard, the more I was doing gym, the more the urge just seemed to diminish, and my faith seemed to just get stronger. So there was a time, my brother, me and him, our relationship has always just been strained for years. I think that's because he feels he's better than me. He's more intelligent than me. He's above me, and that's fine. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels. I'm not one to hold a grudge. And I remember he told me it was February time, you know, you never did anything for your dad, and it's your fault he's gone. And I'll never forget those words, and those words crushed me. I was trying to make contact with my children's mother, and she was ignoring me, not replying or anything. And I went on to NCP car park, and I just thought, I'm done, I'm done with this life, done with everything. And I remember stopping myself and ringing some good Samaritans, and they said to me, if you go and do that, that's what these people want you to do. They want it in your life, so they can say, I was right about him. See what I mean? And I got back up and I got myself a bit of help to not feel like that. There's been some good times, there's been some bad times. I've got through it. And then in August I put myself up for a challenge, like 10 half marathons. I've done 6, I've got another 4 to do. But at first I gave myself a timeline, but I thought I'm just going to go with my pace. It's about myself and my dad's memory. I'm giving a little bit of money to charity, but I thought I'm doing it at my pace, not other people's pace. I trained harder to keep up with it, and then I got to Cardiff, which is the second biggest half marathon in the UK, and I just wanted to get into 2 hours. I don't care if it was 2 hours, 1 hour and 59 minutes and 57 seconds. I didn't care, as long as it was under 2 hours. And I was determined, driven to do what I could do. And then the race started. And I don't know, something just came over me, and I hit a zone. And when I saw the time in the last kilometre, it was in 1:50, I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get under 2 hours. The last kilometre, I just put all into it. And I achieved 1 hour and 54 minutes and 50 seconds. That was my greatest achievement, apart from my children being born. That was the greatest solo achievement I ever accomplished in my life. Where most people, give up on me. They did. They can sit there and say they don't. A lot of people give up on me, run me down. I never give up on myself, because that's all you can do, is continue and trust yourself. And I remember receiving that medal, and I just thought, you know what, Dad? No one believed I could do it, man. And I'm here, and I've done it. I'm going to continue doing it. I'm on this group on Facebook for gamblers in recovery, and a lot of them say, how do I fight the urge? How do I keep myself from going back to it, even when I've had bad days and I've had like bad blows? What stops me from doing it is where I was. It's nothing to do with my dad. It's where I was. And that's why I think of that every day. I think about where I was and how down I was and how alone I was. Where I practically had no one there for me, really. And I said to myself, no matter what happens, son, the gym down. Just push yourself to never go back to that place. And that's probably why I'm now at 294 days from tomorrow. 6 days away from 300 days. If someone would have told me 18 months ago that Daniel, you will go 300 days without putting a dime in a machine, I'd have said they're lying. I would have said they were lying. I can't fathom how bad I was on those fruit machines, how bad I was on the roulette machine. I even have guys who are sitting there all the time like, yo, I never see you in there now, man. You swap? I say, yeah, man. Save money, innit? You know? And it's a respect, brother. I don't know how you do it. You got some willpower on you. You must be strong. And I say, yeah. I try my best. And yeah. I just try to believe. Try to have faith in myself, my ability to stay away from gambling. And I just want to finish this up with thanking my dad. He's no longer here with me. You're the only person that never really gave up on me. I think you're the only person that if you were here, you'd have always had my back. You know, and I wouldn't be where I'm at for you. And I hope I can go into 2020 and continue this journey, and maybe go to church a little bit more, pray a bit more, and have faith in myself, and have faith in God when bad times come. I just continue training and working hard and being humble. I just want to thank you, God. I love you, Mum. And to anybody who's dealing with hardship, with gambling addiction, or any addiction of whatsoever, drugs, don't give up, man. If you want to give it up, you'll do it. You've got to have the willpower. It ain't just down to recovery and systems. You've got to want to do it. That's all I can say. You need to want to do it. It could be just like little old me, not thinking about it, staying away from it. So I just want to say thank you for your time. I hope you'll tune into my next one. My next one, I'm going to be trying to interview somebody. Actually have an proper interview about other people's experiences, and going from there. So thank you very much. See ya. Zinde Kaluki.